Peace Reflections. We back with another one. We back with another one. Smoke sesh video. Because we like to do these smoke sesh videos. We like to talk and smoke at the same time. So yeah. Alright, I got a topic for y'all. So check this out. These are seeds. Apple seeds. And guess what? You plant this in the ground and a tree is born. Not just any tree. A tree that grows fruit on it. Why is it that whenever you go around in Babylon, there's not a whole lot of fruit trees available to the public? There's not a lot of fruit trees available to the public. Why is that? I mean, being as though fruit drops seeds and seeds can be planted anywhere where there's dirt, there should be fruit trees everywhere.
I want to eliminate public because without trees, that's what makes it public. With trees, then you're not in public anymore. So the goal is to decrease public and increase life.
When I say public, I'll explain what I mean. Okay. When I said public, I mean to say, the masses, the mass majority of people. Like, the mass majority of people don't have no access to fruit trees unless they go to the grocery store, and it's like. Also, the masses, they don't have access to land. Notice this. The masses live in the city, right? The masses live in the city right now. So, whenever the city, the city keep people away from their food. You know what I mean? And so, when you're in a city, you're far away from your food. You have to go to a store in order to get food out of the store. So, why isn't there like trees? Like, you could have trees all up in the city too. If, like, I noticed there's trees in some cities, like in the sidewalk, you could plant fruit trees there.
Start planting in your gardens too.
The city could plant fruit trees in the city, and it would make their whole system a little bit easier. And it would make homeless people who is disenfranchised, it would help their life.
You know what I'm saying? It just help life if you just put life back, move all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Put trees and fruits back, and humans can start living again. What's all this about? Come on. Wake up. Come on, we want to be a part of what again? Like, come on. If there are trees and fruits and just food and vegetation and life, everyone can sustain their shelter naturally. Don't gotta worry about it. Everybody get their food naturally. Like, come on. Doesn't that sound like how it's supposed to be? But wait, what's going on? What's going on massively, huh? You want to be a part of it? Come on. We was born into something. Come on, time wake up. 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 We was born into something. Time to get out of it.
Yo, the system, it keep you away from what you really are. It keep you out of. Like, okay, so here's the basic selling point of the argument. Here's my selling point on this argument. Like, you want to stop working at your job. Some people, they don't want to stop working at their job. Why not? Why do you want to wake up every morning at a certain time? I mean, okay, if you've just been programmed to do this and that's just your habit, you got to learn how to break the habit so that you can express your life properly, because what you're doing, you're not living in your purpose. You're working on a job that's not supporting your purpose, and I'm not sure if you know that or not. Some people don't know that, and they're working on a job that doesn't support their purpose, and they think, oh, I need to get this bag, I need to get this money, right? Like, I feel like that, like, when I was growing up, I was always indoctrinated with this idea that I need money. You know what I mean? It's like, why do I need money? And it's like, oh, well, you want to have a house, right? You want to have a car. You want to have all this material shit, right? It's like, oh, okay. money's just a form of energy. So cultivation of energy is what we do best. Like we just cultivate energy, and that's all types of energies, not just U.S. currency. There's also nature currency, cosmic currency, also all types of currency. We cultivating energy,
and it's all karmic currency. It's all karmic.
We are trying to show people how to get back in touch with the truth. Like, people is living in a lie. Their entire existence is not real.
It ain't organic.
Like, that's why you have all these people that's so mad right now, and they all in the streets breaking shit, because they all in the streets breaking and shit because they want more status, you know what I'm saying? They want to like build themselves up. They just want to be living a nice life, just like anybody, you know what I mean? But people, they don't understand what does a nice life really consist of. It's like, does a nice life consist on televisions? Does a nice life consist on machines and all type of things? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that a nice life is a simple life. A nice life is a life where you don't have to do what anyone else tells you to do. You just do whatever the hell you want to do.
It's your birthright. It's everybody's birthright. It's our birthright to have a cool life. Where the violence gonna come from? If you got a cool life, you're cooling. You under fire all the time, burning in Babylon. Always under pressure, more pressure.
It's that pressure to be on that hamster wheel. Because you're like, oh, well, I want to have my apartment. I want to have my groceries. I want to have all my water bill and my amenities and my washing machine and all these things that make you attached and disconnected from reality. Because imagine if all these machines shut down. Imagine if all this system, all the machines just broke down and shut down and nothing could fix it. Imagine what you would do. People think that their system is gonna last forever. They think that the grocery store is gonna have food forever. They're like, oh well, we got a sturdy system. It's not gonna go down. Well, I don't know, cause shit kinda wobbly. So you better be careful, and you better get into it. Nature have a solid foundation. Solid foundation. If you care about the earth, then you work to save the earth, and you realize the city and cars and material shit and industrial shit isn't saving the earth. But a simple life where you work with your hands will save the earth. Try not to use machines. Try to live a simple life. That's what I'm saying. But we all have work to do. Like, I still use my machines. I still got all type of machines to disconnect from. Like, I use my car. I use all type of internet. Like, but we using it as a tool to kind of help build our way out of it. And there's nothing wrong with machines either. There's nothing wrong with technology. It's just that we live in a way that is destroying the planet, and what we're doing is trying to raise awareness for it. We can still drive cars, but the main problem that creates global warming from our carbon emissions from the steamliners, the shipping containers, those motherfuckers, the top 15 largest ocean vehicles, the top 15 largest boats. They create 3 times as much carbon emissions as all the cars in the world. So if we stop importing shit all over the planet, like if we stop importing shit from here to there, 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 because we just create everything locally, then there's no need for all these shipping containers moving everything all over the place. We just create everything locally where we at, because everything you really need is right out there in nature, right now out there in the forest. Everything you need, from heat to food to shelter, everything you need is right here, out here in nature. So we just gotta get back in touch with that and stop relying so much on their system. Realize that we don't need to pay rent. We don't need to go to the grocery store. We
It's
choose.
magic. You know, life is basically the four elements coming together, and they create in every little thing you see, right? So guess what? That's a part of you. If you in touch with the earth, then you in touch with infinite magic. So you able to therefore create everything that you see, that you use in your day-to-day life, everything that's been made, and you can create it from scratch how you want. You can also, and there are also infinite business benefits for that. But just being in touch with the earth, you connected to infinite magic, and you can create anything you want because you're now in tune with yourself, and now you're able to see what you are wanting to do, what is needed to be done, so that you can function.
Plant your seeds, yo. Seeds are so powerful, people don't even realize it. People throw seeds away every single day and don't even realize what they're doing to themselves. They're keeping themselves in a loop of dependability. They're keeping themselves dependent. They're keeping themselves in a loop of dependence. When you throw away seeds, you are keeping yourself in a loop of dependence. You are not becoming self-sufficient. You are not living with the will of the creator of you are not living in tune with your own will of your own self. So, just a thought for you, a food for thought.
You need to be living in a state of transcendence and ascendance. Because when you start being independent and start being dependent on the system, start being dependent on the earth, you realize you're not dependent on nothing, you're dependent on yourself. Then you start transcending the system because you don't need it anymore. And now that you transcended the system, you're not dependent on it, and you're multiplying your own abundance, you start ascending.
Facts. That's facts. We're living in an upside down world. We're living in a world where you gotta pay to be born, pay to eat, pay to drink, pay to sleep, pay to drive, pay to die. Why? We're just evolving. What is internal?
Do we have to pay?
We don't have to pay, but we live in a system will make us think that
we
think we have to pay. I mean, alright, so he makes a good point. Like, cosmically, we are always paying for everything. But the energy exchange,
I don't gotta pay.
the energy exchange is always happening, regardless of whether you're using US currency or you're using cosmic currency. You only inhale and exhale. So
it's paying its own wages, right?
It's paying itself. Like, you, just by existing, are fueling the existence of so much. If only you live in tune. If only you live in tune with it. Just by breathing, you are feeding the trees. Just by
let it breathe.
Just by breathing, you're feeding the tree. The tree literally makes itself out of the carbon that comes out of your breath. The carbon that comes out of your breath.
Created.
They take the carbon dioxide, eat the carbon, make their body out of it, and spit the oxygen out for us. And then we take it and breathe out carbon.
It's amazing how Earth is formed. It's just thoughts of the ancients. And it forms the Earth.
The ancients had to plant every seed.
Well, you gotta have a thought in order to go and make a form of intelligence that grows. It has to be thought, a process, an intention, a movement of energy based on intention.
It's like KRS said, yo, this is how the gods created this whole reality. They came out of inner space and created this whole reality. And it's evolving in front of you. The reality and life is evolving in front of our face. It's growing, it's building, it's expanding, and we are riding the wave of creation.
And you could just like do something and tweak it if you are aware or you could do something or do nothing. You could watch it. If you are aware, then you have real will control over your life. Much easier to navigate, much better experience. You will not regret it. Just to just be more aware of everything. I just watch, but whoa, the things that'll unfold to you.
Yep. And that's what it is. We're living in a new age of the age of Aquarius, and in this time, we are being called to be in groups. Like, we're being more called towards communal living. The internet is a great example of this age of Aquarius, because the internet is a giant web that connects all the human beings on the earth. So it's like, with the internet, it allows for mass communication. There's never on the earth been such communication. Think about it. Communication, community, communal living. This is the way of the future. It's the way that we have to evolve, because
every cell in communication.
Exactly. Communication. Age of communication. Age of Aquarius. This is the time of community. So, yeah, this is why the internet exists, because this time is the age of communication. So, this is how we are evolving in the age of communication, and it's constantly recording itself. It's always being recorded.
Akashic records.
It's all recorded in the Akashics. The Akashic records. The Akashics, the Akashics is the DNA. The Akashic is the DNA. The microRNAs.
We're keeping records. We're not this body. We're, even down to cellular. We're not even those forms.
We're like a computer.
Intention. Like, as a microscope, if you observe an atom, and it looks like a singular being and a whole bunch of singular atoms, but if you remove the focus, they all seem like one connected cord. So beyond all these cells and beyond these forms, we're one with one intention, and it is just our intention to the Akashic records we made records, and we're still on record, and then somebody made the word in the language Akashic, but it's Akashics is our record.
Yeah.
Records of excellence. It's X records.
Exactly.
My records. The records I know.
And then the body is an organic computer. It's an organic computer. It stores information, just like whenever you go on your Google, right, and you search up for something, it stays in the history. Just like that, your body is like that.